Hi, I'm Tricia Boucher, and I am the User Experience and Psychology Librarian at Alkeck Library.
My name is Jessica McLean. I'm the subject librarian for several of the STEM subject areas.
Welcome to your Secret Shopping tutorial. We've been running Secret Shopper for 5 years or so in the library to help improve our users' experience at our customer service points. But to give you a little background, Secret Shopping is basically going undercover into the library, asking a set question at a service point, and reporting on your experience. Things you should know about it is that it's confidential. Secret Shopping is not some gotcha way to get staff in trouble. It's a way to see if there are general changes we can make to improve customer service in the library. It's also anonymous. Reported results are scrubbed of any identifying information before analysis. And in fact, your personal information will be separated from your responses and will be shared with Dr. Fry only once you've completed both scenarios on your sheet. And it's helpful because it shows us trends, good and bad, in our customer service, so we can celebrate or focus training where it's needed.
Okay, so for this assignment, your mission is to go undercover at the library with the 2 scenarios that we provide, ask your question, get an answer, and then report on how you think the experience went.
There are 2 major parts to Secret Shopping. The first is running the scenario, and the second is reporting on your results. Each scenario consists of a question, where, when, and how to ask it, and background information that will help you if you are asked questions. You should know your questions and be prepared to answer questions about them. These questions are very common questions. We get them all the time, so you won't stand out. You should play along. Don't be afraid to lie. We're not asking you to become super actors and actresses, but we do ask that you respond as best you can if you're asked questions. Lastly, and most importantly, if you are referred to another service point or are transferred on phone or chat to another person, you're done. You can hang up the phone, hang up the chat, or go ahead and do that lying thing and say, no, I can do that later. We only care about your experience at the service point that you initially shopped. We don't want you to go past that. Then you can report your results.
So here's an example of how we would actually run a scenario. For this example, I'm the secret shopper.
And I'm the person at the service point.
In my scenario packet, I was told to go to the Ask Alkeck desk on the main floor of the library and ask my question. So here I go.
Hi.
Hello.
How can I help you?
I'm looking for a book on Reserve.
Sure. What course is it on Reserve for?
It is for English 1320.
Sure. Let me take a look. We have a lot of professors with items on Reserve for that class. Do you know what your professor's name is?
I don't remember. Sorry.
No worries. Here, take a look at this list. Do any of these names look familiar?
No, not any of those.
Okay, let me take a look under English department. Do you remember the name of the book?
Can I take a look at the list?
Sure, here you go.
Okay. I think it is this one, Easy Writer?
Sure, and it says it's available. So you can go up to the 3rd floor checkout desk and borrow it now if you want. Okay. Do you want me to call them and let them know you're on your way?
Oh, no, I'll go up there later. I have to go to class now. Okay.
Okay, great.
Thank you. Bye.
Have a good day. And that's it. So a couple things you should notice. One, this shopper knew her question. She chose to use English 1320 as the class that's on Reserve. And was fine that she didn't know her professor's name or the book's name. You'd be amazed at how often that happens. It's not a big deal. And lastly, she lied beautifully. She went ahead and said, when I offered to refer her to the next desk, she said, no, thank you. I'm off to my next class. I don't care if that's true. That's what she said. Works great.
When you've asked your question, it's time to report on your experience. We ask that if you can, fill out the report as soon as you can after asking the question. We're going to ask you for a few details, such as a play-by-play where you report what you said, what they said, and kind of step-by-step what happened. And so you're going to remember more details if you're able to fill out the survey as soon as you can after the experience. We're going to ask you to report 1 time for each question. So you're going to fill out the survey 2 times in total, 1 for each of the scenarios that you complete. The link is right here. It's also on your instruction sheet. And We want you to answer as thoroughly and critically as you can. An answer like, it was fine, or it was great, isn't really going to give us enough information to make a change later on. So give us details, be honest with your response, and that will really help us out in the end.
So the next step, of course, is to actually use the survey to report your experience. You'll notice the first screen is about a research study we are conducting about improving customer service in the library. We're investigating whether or not staff input on their own evaluation will improve that user's experience. So that first question on the assignment will ask you if you want your responses to be used in the research study. This is entirely voluntary. If you say yes, your responses will be used in the research study. If you say no, they will not be used. It's your choice. This does not affect your grade. Professor Fry will not know what you have chosen. You will only have a list of people who have completed the assignment. The reporting document is the same no matter which you choose. For an example of how to fill out the survey to report your experience, please click on the video link that's also posted in Canvas.
So what do we get out of the Secret Shopper project? First of all, an opportunity to find out for real what our users are experiencing at our service points. Hopefully with that information, we'll be able to develop new trainings in the future to help improve our user experiences. Second, if you choose to participate, we will get your research data, which contributes to our study of whether staff input on their evaluations will help improve user experiences. But don't forget that it is completely up to you whether you participate in the study or not, and it will not affect whether you get credit for your assignment.
What's in it for you? Obviously, credit for your assignment, which is a good thing. But you also get experience with secret shopping, which is a nice thing to be able to put on your resume. Questions? Contact me, Tricia, at squirrel@txstate.edu. Whether your questions are about the scenarios, the questions you're meant to ask, the places you need to ask them, or about the research study, I'm happy to answer them. Thanks so much.
I hiccuped in the middle, but